The spot that we're looking at here is a place where the women would bring young girls and teach them stories about the different clans and tribes. As you can see down the bottom half of the rock, there's two different groups of women standing there. Some of the women have stripes or dots painted on their breasts, and some of the women don't have those stripes or dots painted on their breasts. Now the stripes and dots represent the women that are already married. The women that don't have stripes on their breasts are the next generation of younger women ready for marriage. But that crack in the rock up there shows you the division which is drawn in between the two different tribal groups out here, and it's what the local people call their moieties. And a moiety is a system devised to stop interbreeding in the old days. So on the left hand side, what you're looking at over there is a group of people, and they are from a moiety known as the Dua moiety. On the right hand side you got another group of women, and they're from the Yirritja moiety. So in the old days, basically what they were brought here and taught is that if they were ever to meet somebody that was from the same moiety as them, Dua, they would relate to them as family members. So whether the person's younger than them, they would have to call them niece and nephew. Whether the person is the same age, they might call them brother or sister. Or whether the person is much more older than them, which then they could call them grandfather or grandmother. Story strong, that's right.
Okay. Alors toute l'histoire, c'est pour tu as deux côtés, deux différentes pièces dans une famille.
Oui, mais
et,
il a pigé ça, non? Au début, non, justement.
Il a chaque personne, chaque fille, il a une, ouais, c'est pas un numéro, mais un nom.
One that they consider as a brother, sister, uncle, auntie, mother or father. But as you can see, there's not really much information on there, so the story about that is still kept secret, still used.
Alors c'est encore l'histoire, ça match avec l'autre histoire, mais c'est plus pour l'homme. Alors maintenant il y a une histoire pour les femmes, pour pas faire l'inceste, et aussi ici l'homme, même si ça montre pas vraiment une histoire. C'est juste une ressemble qui est dans le même endroit que l'histoire des femmes.
D'accord. And what is a yam?
Faut dire, c'est un contraceptif naturel, il paraît.
That every guide's going to know.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now this one here is another one that doesn't really, or for me, the information on the board doesn't really tell you what the painting does. Because this painting here, clearly, there's a black and white pigeon up there, but he just flew behind the trees. He might come out. Very rare pigeon, but it's going to stay behind the tree, no doubt. Keep your eye out for it as I'm talking though. So this painting here, definitely by looking at that painting of the man with the stripes over his body, is a painting of a traditional burial ceremony, so when somebody passes away. Because when somebody passes away, they have to paint themselves a specific way, and the specific way is shown there on the painting. It's get white ochre on your hands and make stripes over your body. Stripes over your chest, stripes over your legs. So that shows from a long distance, if anybody's approaching, stay away because that's a secret or a private burial ceremony. Now, when somebody passes away, in the old days, we would never ever say their name ever again. And so you would have to really have a long list of new, different names to use. So in this area here, when somebody passes away, and even still today, they don't use their name, but today they might start to use it again 2 to 5 years later. But after they pass away, the family groups go up and cover up all the photographs of the deceased people, because it's offensive to see a photograph of any of your dead family members. In the old days, as we explained in the car briefly in the front, it was a misconception that Aboriginal people had when they seen a photograph of themselves. They thought it was their spirit in the photo. Not what we know today, a computer image makes the photo. So when you think about it, that when they hear someone saying, no, don't take my photo because it'll take away my spirit, that's only come about since white people have come to Australia with cameras. So nowadays they still cover up the photos for respect, but if the old person requests, we keep their photo showing, which I'll show you tomorrow is being carried out in this area.